YouTube, welcome back to New Rock City. I'm your host, Stephen Moss. On the show, each week we bring you a brand new band, interview them, and play some of their music videos. On today's episode, we have a band called A Few Too Many from Cambridge, England, and we have Luke on the show. So Luke, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
First thing I just wanted to do is have you introduce yourself and say what you do in the band.
I'm Luke, I play bass and I do some vocals.
I read that the band formed in 2009, but the current lineup is only about a year old. Is that correct?
It's about two years old now, I think.
2 years.
In its current form. It's changed quite a lot over the last 10 years or so.
So how did the current lineup get together?
I joined 3.5 years ago now. Originally there was just Danny, Jez and our previous vocalist were sort of the three remaining members at that time. And then about a year after that, the drummer that was brought in at the same time as me left, then Mitch joined. And then another year or so after, previous vocalist left as well. And that's when we managed to get Robin, who's thankfully been a great find, as has Mitch. Yeah.
Very nice. So as the band continuing on its new journey, you still hit some really awesome highlights that I wanted to bring out. One was that the Alternative Press had an article called 10 Rising UK based pop punk bands that you need to hear. And your band was on that list, so congratulations for that.
Yeah, thanks. It's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's some good recognition. How did that come about for you guys?
Can't actually remember. I think they were doing either History or Someday, I think.
Gotcha.
We got a feature on there, and I think it kind of spiraled out of that at the time.
Now, in that same article, they showed the video for Haze, and in that video, you guys got a shout out from the lead singer of Simple Plan. That was really special. That's really cool. How did that come about?
I think Danny might have to come and correct me if I'm wrong when he gets around to watching this, but I think it was via Cameo at the time. And yeah, he gave us that nice little introduction, which was great of him. And I think it kind of starts the video off quite nicely.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, I wanted to play that video as well. What else can you tell us about that song and that video?
So the song was brought to the band by Mitch. He had sort of written the rough sort of outline of it and I think all of the lyrics at the time. And this was before Rob joined the band. And I still remember we'd just played a show as a 4-piece with Danny, myself on vocals the night before, and we tried to demo it the morning afterwards, after we'd been up all night drinking. Really bad idea. That demo will never, ever see the light of day. And I think that was kind of the song that kind of kick-started the band again,
Gotcha.
Because it does very much feel like a brand new band now. And the reception that we had from that video was absolutely crazy. And I think at the time originally when it came out, we put out just like a lyric video. And obviously, as COVID and lockdown came along, and we were looking for something to do because obviously we couldn't play shows, couldn't really do a lot. And we thought, well, how about we try and do a more like community-focused video and give it the video that the song kind of deserved in our eyes. And I mean, we were expecting maybe 10 people, 20 people to send stuff in, and I think we got something like 130 people.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sending clips, and yeah, absolutely insane. Far beyond anything we'd ever sort of dreamed of for that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So I'll play the video. So here is the video Haze by A Few Too Many.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Pierre Bouvier from the band Simple Plan. I hope you're having a good one. Right now is quarantine, lockdown, social distancing time, a difficult time for the entire planet. But please, I urge you to do your part. Stay home, wash your hands, do your thing. And I want to say thank you to everyone who took part in A Few Too Many's quarantine music video for Haze. It's great to see this positivity during a dark time, especially in the pop punk community. So here's the video. Enjoy.
It's been a long few days. enjoyable new punk music. This is A Few Too Many with Haze.
Dance to myself with my earphones on. Scream of the world like it's done me wrong. I dream of the places I feel free from. Biting my teeth like I've had too much. Falling asleep when the sun comes up. I dream of the places I feel free from.
And welcome back to the show. Now, your music has been featured in multiple radio stations in different countries. Do you remember where you were the first time you heard your music on the radio?
First time I heard music on the radio. For me, this would have been back in the Solid Ground days, when I think the BBC introducing in Cambridge played Stay the Night, or it was either Stay the Night or Solid Ground. I can't remember. Yeah, I was just sat at home with my parents at the time, and it was just weird in a good way, hearing stuff that you've written in bedrooms and getting onto a platform like that, and for it to be heard by people around the world was insane. And that was just like local radio. And then when you get to some of the things that we've had for the newer stuff like Sunday and History, and we're getting radio play in the US and Ireland and Japan and just stuff all over the world, it's insane. It really is insane.
You had kind of touched on the song History, and I was going to bring that song out because that was another highlight for you guys when the video for that song was actually premiered on the Alternative Press. That's pretty awesome. What was that like for you?
Again, just, beyond anything that we'd ever imagined. I've been, really thankful to our manager, Eric, and our label who managed to help make that a reality. When you start going through the comments, you're going to get your one or two internet tryhards. But to see, not just like our friends and family and who are going to turn up and say, oh yeah, it's really, really good. When you're getting people like all around the world just coming up and saying, actually, yeah, we're really enjoying this. I keep saying it, but like it is beyond anything that we've inspected. It's amazing for us.
So I'll go ahead and play that as well. But before I do, what else can you tell us about the song and the video for History?
So the song, Danny brought the sort of original melody for the chorus to the table. It's one of the older songs that we wrote for the EP. We had the song musically kicking around for, I guess, almost 2 years. Then Jez and myself and Mitch sort of wrote the rest of the lyrics for the song. And then when Rob came in, we've said, well, this is what we've got. What can you do to make it better? And then he's gone and put his sort of flair on it and taken out bits that maybe don't necessarily work for him, and then added stuff in that does. And it's the heaviest song as well that we've ever released. It's screaming, some breakdowns, and it's hopefully going to be one that goes down really well live. And we're really looking forward to playing it.
So here is History by A Few Too Many.
Mistakes. I told you once or twice before you thought we had a great rapport, but I could write a book on all the heartaches. You say times have changed, I guess I could agree. I'm a better person now, you will never say. I'm looking back to remind me of the lies. Ancient history, no need to apologize. I think I'm done with you. Want to be free, walk out the door. Me
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I wanted to play another video from you guys. What can you tell us about Solid Ground?
Solid Ground was the title track of our previous EP. Again, completely different sound to what we have now. A sound much more influenced by the early 2000s pop punk and sort of almost a slightly poppy sound in a way. Whereas now I think it's our sound has evolved and moved on. But yeah, that was a song that, again, Danny had written. I think Danny had written most of that song, and it was one of the first ones that when I joined the band that I was showing. And I think the main thing I remember or the main takeaway from that song is the video. It was 35 degrees. I'm not quite sure what that translates to in Fahrenheit. It was absolutely boiling. We had the World Cup on as well, so took a break to watch England play. The video was done by Marianne Harris, and we had some of our friends and family members came along to be extras in it, and a really, really fun video to make.
So here is the video for Solid Ground by A Few Too Many.
You told me to stay away, I did my best. There's just no way when I fail every test. You made me take all of our pictures down. It's such a waste, we turn a smile into a frown. I never know what to do, what to say. I'm learning how it feels just to be okay. If you were me, you never wanna let it go. Being free is a feeling I don't wanna know. This year has left me feeling upside down. I don't know the right way round. I need to find some solid ground. Next year I'll be in a better place. And every time you see my face, I hope it makes you feel safe. Time has passed, I broke all my promises to myself. There was no reviving this. I took a leap, some might call it faith, but for me, I just need the words to say. When I did, I'll never be the same. Just a kid when everything was a game. Years have passed, now I know where I am. I keep it burning, not to give a damn. This year has left me feeling upside down. I don't know the right way round. I need to find some solid ground. Next year I'll be in a better place. And every time you see my face, I hope it makes you feel safe. This year has left me feeling upside down. I don't know the right way round. I need to find some solid ground. Next year I'll be in a better place. And every time you see my face, I hope it makes you feel safe. This year has left me feeling upside down. I don't know the right way round. I need to find some solid ground. Next year I'll be in a better place. And every time you see my face, I hope it makes you feel safe.
All right, welcome back to the show. So you guys are hitting the road in August. What can you tell your fans about those shows, and what can they expect from that?
I think we're going to be letting off a lot of steam. I know we've got a show in July, which is going to be like our first show back. This tour will be I think us really getting the chance to kind of let loose. It's our first ever tour as a band, and we're bringing our label mates, Who Saves the Hero, with us. We've got local supports as well in each of the 4 venues, and I think because it's the first one, naturally, obviously, we're really excited about it. We're going to be playing some of the new songs live, and yeah, it's just going to be so nice to be getting back to playing shows again. I think we're now 14, 15 months since we've last played a show now.
Oh, wow.
So we only started rehearsals again a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, just really looking forward to being back. And also it'll be like, it's a new us, I think.
Gotcha.
It's our first sort of real chance to blood our new vocalist and the live. We played a few shows, but one every odd month or whatnot. But
Gotcha.
yeah, this is going to be the first time we just really get to kind of go for it, and hopefully everything comes together.
We talked about how it feels like a new band for you guys, so a lot of excitement. What else can your fans expect for the rest of this year?
So we've got a new single coming soon. We should be giving some details away about that on this Friday, I think.
Oh, right on. So coming right
I
up.
need to go and check. But yeah, so that's going to be coming out, new video, new track in the next month or so. And then later this year, once I think we can decide on a date between us and the label, we should have a new EP coming. Again, this will be our first release for nearly 3 years. So naturally, again, very excited to get that out there and start playing some of these songs live.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff to look forward to. So the singles that you're releasing, are they going to be a part of the EP, or are they standalone singles?
They'll be on the EP.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool. So I wanted to play one last song from you guys. I want to play Someday. What can you tell us about that song and video for Someday?
The song was written mostly musically by Jez, Mitch, and myself. We were actually at Jez's demoing History at the time, and whilst we were waiting for the file to save, Mitch just started playing what turned out to be the lead intro riff on the guitar, and
oh wow,
in the space of 20-30 minutes we'd sort of written the entire song, like musically.
That's cool.
It stayed that way for quite a long time, again, you know, before Robert joined the band, so we sort of kept it on the back burner for a little while, and then up until the studio it didn't really change much musically, and that's when we were playing around with some stuff and decided to add in, or to change the ending to what it is now, so where we had the vocal harmonies. But lyrically, that was, again, I think a joint effort from pretty much everyone, and then Rob coming in, adding his take onto it, to what we'd already done. It's probably our most, I don't want to say commercial because that sounds like bad, but it's certainly one that I think people enjoy on the radio, one that kind of anyone can listen to, whereas, you know, something like History, someone might go, oh, that's a bit heavy.
Gotcha.
But this, yeah, it fits a number of audiences. The video was mainly us messing around in the studio, but we had so much footage that we'd taken that we thought, well, can't really go and film a proper video. So, but we've got all this footage, why not make use of it? That's how we've ended up with the video that we have.
So here is the video for Someday by A Few Too Many.
Let it be, don't bother me. time. You're in the past, so stay behind.
Looks like Bobby just wants to jump in. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
We are just finishing up. So we're at the last part of the show, and what I like to do at the end is just say, what would you like to say to your fans?
Thank you, I think, is really the only thing we can say. Like I've said sort of throughout the show, it's been insane. The reaction that we've had to the songs, to music, has been, far beyond anything that we've ever expected, ever imagined. And there's going to be a lot more coming. We will have some hopefully exciting things coming throughout this year. We're already working on some stuff for next year as well. So keep your eyes peeled. We're in the usual social spots: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Keep your eyes peeled on there for news. And just again, thank you.
Bobby, what would you like to say to your fans?
I'd like to say that if you have the chance to come to one of our shows in the next coming months, for up until the end of 2021, then going into 2022, then definitely come down. We've been working very hard recently with our sound and how we do things live. Our live shows before lockdown were absolutely great. So we would just ask that if we're coming to a town near you, then come down and just have some fun, because we're going to put on shows not for us but for you, our fans, and the people who listen to our music. It's not about us, it's about you guys. So that's what I have to say.
Well, thank you guys so much. I'll for those watching at home, I'll have a link down in the description below where you can follow the band on social media. And please tune in next week when we have a new band on. And guys, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.